What a beautiful part of the world. Keld. Oh, hello, Keld. All the bunting. Look at that. Very pretty. Keld Lodge. I'm telling you, my little finger is just lost in these gloves. Not that they are essential in the operation of a motorcycle, but still, there's no dexterity wearing them. I can't feel jack, which is frustrating coming from the gloves I was just wearing, when you can feel everything. They're great gloves. I love them. I have to remember and tell you what I wear, actually. But they're like the spiritual successor to the Alpine Sparta gloves, which Dad now wears. And my old, winter gloves, if you like, my touring gloves, were the Equinox ones. Come on, sausage. And Dad's got those as well, and I dearly miss those. They were superb gloves, and I thought these were, again, the spiritual successor of them, but they're not. They look very similar. I've forgotten what these ones are called, but they go with the suit. There's a suit range above the Bogota. It will come back to me, but I can't afford the suit. But these were on offer. Should have got the medium. They're set up. They're there. But, I should have got the medium. They are that big. Set. Look at the view. Again, Dad would love this. We'll just have to do it again. That's all we have to do. No hardship. No hardship at all. Jeez, that bird scared me. Okay, so we're turning right in about a mile. It's nice going through these roads, on a big tourer like this, opposed to an adventure bike, right? I think with the domination of the adventure bike over the last decade or so, in fact longer, 20 years since Long Way Round, right? Pushing 20 years anyway. The bagger, the tourer, whatever you want to call them, have been forgotten about in a lot of ways. So it's nice bringing a bike like this around roads like this. More of the testament that any bike can do this kind of stuff. It doesn't have to have a BMW logo on the tank. It's weight. Feeling a little bit more comfortable with the place names. Look at that house. Is it a house? Oh, it's a holiday cottage. I was going to say. Yeah, a little bit more comfortable with the place names. Beautiful little village. Okay, so Hawes was on my way marker list, so let's go towards Hawes, I guess. And no sniggering and giggling at the place name. Thank you. Sadly, I'm going back up. I don't want to go back up. Oh, I just got back down. Oh, that's a lot of lane I'm riding into. What are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? That is an example of not paying attention, Blake. Oh, annoyed at myself at that. Fucking idiot. Wow. More cattle grids. Wow. Look where we are. Oh, what a road. It's a hell of a long way down. I don't know if that's being caught. You can pick that up on the camera or not. Look at that rivet of tarmac. So if nothing else, I know if the weather was amazing, this road would be incredible. And not that it already isn't, I mean, but you know what I'm saying. The views would be incredible. But as it stands, we're going to go into zero visibility, but it's a good one to know for future reference. So again, I'm just going to take it super easy, because I've already been caught out a couple of times. Headlights, they should have had the headlights on. Running lights is not the same thing. Oh wow, look at that. I hope that's coming out, and I hope I manage to get to that lighter cloud cover. But look at it, it's just spectacular. Oh, I might be there, you know. Can you see it? Light sky with a contrast of the dark. Get me there. This poor snood is soaked through, so I've got a wet snood over my face at the moment, which is never good fun. So when I find that petrol station, I think I'll stop and change out the snood. Slowly getting used to these gloves is a good thing, because they are very warm and dry. Two good things to have. A good combo. Looks like another wiggly ribbon of tarmac all the way down. I have to say, I've been loving the tyres on the bike too. It's been fantastic in the dry stuff as well as the wet, and I believe, if I don't screw it up, I've got Pirelli Continental GTs on the bike, and they've just been phenomenal, and I hope to get another set on them before taking on Europe. Edging ever closer to the lighter sky, the dark clouds behind me. It's almost a metaphor for life, that. Forever edging towards the light. Okay. Alright, going right again here. Towards Falls, which is 3/4 of a mile. Wow. Very pretty place it is too. Look at that. Come on, you can make it through there. Don't know why you stopped. Nice of you though to do that. Smooches. Okay, which way am I going? I'm going right. going right. It looks like another well-heeled town. Oh, look at that place. Incredible. And Hawes, if you have a petrol station, I'm going for it. Looks like it should do. Hawes! Snigger, snigger, snigger. Oh look, it's an old-timey train station there, so the old carriages and everything. That's cool. And I don't care if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. I'm sure it doesn't actually come out as Hawes, but it's just funny. Oh, this is cool. Cobbled streets and more bunting. The mulberry bush. I reckon there'll be a regular party here next weekend. It's a boat. Always the obligatory GS. Two of them, in fact. There's a petrol station. Yeah, let's do it here. It's very cheap here too. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Okay. For a tiny gas station, I was getting very busy, so I had to get out of there quite quickly. Haven't had time to turn the other cameras on. In fact, I'll just quickly pull in here and do that. There we go. Oh, it's a dog on the back of the, or working dog, I should say. Okay, I'll leave it with those two for this reload. Okay. Onwards. It's a constant drizzle, you know. It just hasn't stopped since pulling out of the ancient unicorn. And I haven't been able to escape this cloud cover. Oh! And I think I will be able to if I just get in the right direction. Because it just appears to me that I keep circling back into it. Like now. See, it's clear down there. Rain this way. Hope you can see that dog ahead of me, perched on the back of that quad with two sorry looking sheep in the back. So if it continues like this, I'm going to level with you guys. I'm going to turn tail and go home because it's the last day. I've been on the road for 3 days, and if it's just constant like this as I'm heading towards Wales, I'm going to find Valor in retreat because I've covered over 500 miles, and that's good. But what's the point? What is the point carrying on and pissing down rain when you know you can get home and warm up? Man, seriously, I'm getting tired of going into the rain. I want to get out of the rain. So I'm about an hour away from my next way marker. That will be the decision right there. In an hour's time, I'll make a and it all depends if I've outrun this weather. So let's keep fingers crossed that I do, because I don't like quitting. And I'm going back up into it. Yay! Plus, the big plus on this, it's not that entertaining to watch, because I'm just spending more time focusing on what I'm doing and less time blabbering on. Oh. Very moody ahead. Look how dark it is. It's turning into big drops. Big drops. And I just seem to be going further and further and further into it. Oh. Yeah, I'm calling it. I've got to call it. Sorry guys. Like 10:30, let's say around 2 o'clock this afternoon, maybe 3, you'll be all warm in your living room, doing some nonsense on the TV, warm and toasty. At the moment this is ridiculous. Big drops. It sounds silly, but I'm losing my temper. Being frustrated. Oh my goodness! Look at that! What are you doing? Fucking stop there with no fucking hazards on. Look at that! Holy moly! Is that it? Is that the bridge from Harry Potter? Might be. Oh, a bunch of ninjas, I couldn't see them. Rivelhead. Must remember that. Rivelhead. Bunk barn territory. Yeah, pretty fed up. But you gotta take the rough with the smooth, I guess. It's a shame because I've gone through some great views, great country. You can tell I'm tired because losing my patience with the weather is just ridiculous. A cave? White Scar Cave. There's a fair few bikers outside there too. I can see light clouds again. Don't tease me. Don't tease me! I can't remember the bloody waymark I'm going to. But I do know it seems to be going on forever. But when I get there, as I said, I'm going to make a final call. And if it just eases up for a bit, I'll carry on. But I'll definitely be having a cup of coffee to warm up. That's Ingleton, where I am right now. That country gas station was like 30 pence cheaper a litre than the one on the motorway. That's insane, isn't it? 30 pence cheaper. Oh, it's a welcome break from the rain. Interestingly, I'm warm. I'm not cold. Getting damp, sure, but I'm not actually cold. So again, I'm thanking Hallie Henston there for all the base layers doing their job. Oh, skate park, that's cool. Very nice houses. Just gonna stop here for a second. Get myself sorted out. Okay. These things are an absolute freaking nightmare to get on. Okay. Let's hope that this leg will be a little bit drier. Okay, so I've just done a number of things that I really should have done before I set out, particularly from the pub, right? And that is remove the shades. I just always wear shades when I'm riding with my visor up. And with the weather being so heavy, with the rain, the visibility wasn't a problem at all because of this massive screen. It was my face getting so wet with my snood, so I've taken the shades off, using the actual windshield on the helmet, is using it as it's designed for. Yes, I know, and taking the shades off, so I moved the snood around because this is my last snood I've got with me, so at least my face feels a little bit dry. Hopefully that will be the case for at least a little bit longer on this the remainder of this leg, and hopefully I can figure out the technique with these wipers on my thumbs. Again, on the Equinox gloves, maybe because of the sizing was better, it just worked. This one I'm finding it a little bit more difficult. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. Much better. Goat Gap Cafe. And feel like I'm back in the world again now. So we got sweeping A roads, which is nice. A nice change of pace. As much as I love those twisty B roads going over the outback and beyond. When you want to get somewhere and the weather's crappy, you just want to get back onto roads like this. hopefully I can make up some time. And would you know it? I think it stopped raining. Okay, so yeah, good. I'm glad it's, well, at least it's not as raining as hard as it was. Because that was getting boring fast. And it's just got a bit of a drizzle going on at the moment, a light one at that. And there's lots of light cloud. If not, there might be a bit of blue sky over there, which is always good to see. I've also been trying to get a new or replacement pin lock for this lid, and I can't seem to find one anywhere at the moment. And it's not as if this is a rare helmet. You know, the Arai X4 Tour, it's been around for a long time. It's a popular helmet, so there's no particular reason why there shouldn't be a pin lock for it. But you know, I can't find it on the Arai website, I can't find it on the pin lock website, and I can't find them on any of the regular go-tos like sportsbikeshop.com, because this one has seen better days. Because I'm fogging up ever so slightly. Alright, so I should be about 30 minutes out of a first major destination, or waymarker, not destination. A tank full of gas, which is good. And I'm feeling a lot more drier, you know, around the face in particular. I guess that was the bit that was pissing me off so much. Just me being a complete frigging idiot, but not taking my shades off and closing this down. But feeling a lot better now. Just had to slow down a bit there, I was plowing along. So spirits have lifted significantly, I guess. It's about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago when it was just grey, dark and hammering down on me, and yeah, my face was very wet and cold as well. But it just shows taking a moment to stop and sort yourself out can make a world of difference. So I'm feeling in better spirits right now, and I think I might get something to eat also. Biggleswick, another great place name. Yeah, something to eat when I stop. Just a sandwich or something, because I think that could be a big part of it. For the very first time on the tour, I've not had that cooked breakfast, you know. I think I mentioned it earlier. And just had a pretty basic continental, yeah, air quotations, continental, so cereal and a bit of toast. So I'm hungry, probably more so than I actually realise. So perhaps just get myself excited and all, I might go for an energy drink and a sandwich of some sort. That may also help. It's always good when the sat-nav's telling you you're going to be turning right in 14 miles onto road. Does wonders for the confidence. I don't think I mentioned it yesterday when I was in Cockermouth, when I stopped for that panini. It was incredible, by the way. That coffee was really, really good, and that panini was amazing. It's one of my favourite combos. It was brie, bacon and cranberry panini. Really, really good. Very well presented for a takeaway. Again, as I said yesterday, it was a very well-heeled, well-to-do place. That was apparent. But what struck me about that takeaway, eatery, cafe shop place I went to, and I wish I probably, I know I won't. I don't know the name of it, which is a shame. Hey, Rathmel. It was very cheap too, so I got that panini and a coffee. It was only £6. That took me off guard. I thought it'd be a lot more. Not complaining about it at all, but yeah, really good. I just wish I had the name of it. If I'm able to find it, I'll share it with you on the screen right now. Pow! As lovely as this road is, and it is lovely, I was kind of enjoying the A roads back there, just to get a bit of speed. The rain seems to have presented itself back standard. Wigglesworth? Oh no, that's too much. Hello, Wigglesworth. Well, at least that's something. Been to Wigglesworth. I think that's a brand new Defender in front of us. I want to know what that box is on the right hand side. That silvery white box on the side. I might have to look that up because I've always been curious. And I'm not sure if it's cool or not. Jury's out. Cool looking, I mean. I like the vehicle, I think it's very cool. Holiday Park, wow. But that's really tucked away, isn't it? Good, another holiday home. There's a ton of them. Ton of them here. Ton a penny. And it makes sense. That wasn't a criticism. It's just beautiful. Oh man, looks like we're going back into the rain. We had a brief break. We've got another 6 miles on this before we turn right onto the road. And I'm hoping that won't be too far away from my intended destination. I had a feeling there were a couple of Sunday drivers for taking in the views, but I'm on a mission, baby. It's impressive views, isn't it? Just easing it up a little bit, I can enjoy it a little bit more. Also, good road, by the way, great route. On the right level, I feel, of challenge, but again, I would be able to appreciate it all the more if it just eased up, just a smidge, just a little bit. Oh, big twisty. Come on, all the way around. Good girl. Slade Burn. How pretty is this? Very is the answer. Idyllic. You know this has been on Midsummer's. With a row. bunting. See the bunting for the coronation? All very patriotic. I love it. So 3 miles. I wonder if the road is a main road or not. I guess it being called the road would make me lean to no, it won't be. As you can see, it hasn't stopped bloody raining. Okay, final push. And it's been a tough one. I am soaked. Well, not as soaked as you might think, but wet anyway. These gloves are soaked. The problem is, I've been riding since 8:30 this morning. It's now after 1, pushing 2. Actually covered 3.5 hours solid riding without stopping. Not planned, but that's I think the longest I've gone. Yeah, so batteries have gone. So I've now plugged into the mains. I'll put in an extra layer, and I'm an hour away from home to the warmth, central heating, a warm shower. You know, I can't get the damn glove on. Come on, because my hands are so wet. And I'm also about an hour away from the final pub to complete this tour for its namesake. So it's it's a tough call to make. So I've been sitting in there pondering that over a life-saving coffee. Thinking what I should do. And I've come to the conclusion, rightly or wrongly, we'll find out on that. There's only so you can only get so wet, and so you get to a point where you can't get any wetter. So it really doesn't matter what you do. So I've decided to go for it, see this out, because I know I'll be kicking myself if I don't. And come on! A testament to my state of mind, I've just forgotten to strap my helmet. That last push of the motorway was some sort of hell. It was just hammering down relentlessly on the M6, and the spray and the visibility was down to 0, and was that we had to troll through what felt like, I don't know how long it is, I'm going to say 20 miles. It might be 10 miles, but it felt like an eternity of 50 miles per hour zone, the controlled zone for motorway maintenance that seemed to go on for eternity. And you're on a 3-lane motorway, and you're struggling to make 45 miles per hour. And it's bad enough when you're in a car, but it's an absolute frigging nightmare when you're on a motorcycle. Getting soaked, it's like, give me something, give me nationals, or at least I'm making some time, or I don't know what, but something. But it was everything, it was the weather hammering down relentlessly, the spray, and the painfully slow traffic. And that's when I made the call to come in here. So to give you context, God knows where I left you, the cameras would have failed, but I'm just outside of Manchester, heading south on the M6, and I really hope you're with me for this, the final push. Right, back onto the motorway. Oh no, yeah, motorway. M56. So, last hour. I'm going to call time on this series when I get to the pub. Then I'll be pushing home. But I swear, man, it has not stopped raining the entire day. Constant. This morning was that fine drizzle that soaks you right through, and that just developed further and further into big drops of rain. And my mood kind of was with it, you know, went up and down. It's been a tough day in the saddle. What are you doing? Okay, on here for 17 miles. But yeah, I don't know. It has been a tough day, and I was getting frustrated with the weather, which says it all, really. Getting angry at it, you know, because it seemed for a while, like certainly at the beginning, you know, I was being teased with an exit, lack of a better word, with light clouds and all that, heading towards the light. That's what I said at the time. But every time I got close, it seemed that my way markers or my journey made me turn back on myself and, you know, go through and climb high through mountain roads back into the heavy stuff. And it seemed to be continuous, like over several hours. Sadly, a lot of that won't have been captured on film, because although I was low, I came through past a mountain section of road, what can only be described as the railway bridge that is most probably known from Harry Potter. It has to be it, because it looks so reminiscent of it. Or it must have been, if it's not, it looks just like it. It was something else. Even, you know, even in this kind of weather, it was so majestic. It was beautiful, and there was a massive crowd of people all around it, all like hikers and sightseers and whatnot, taking photographs. And in addition to all of that, it was just fantastic road. Really, really cool road through beautiful little towns and villages along the way. Again, same pattern from me. It looked like it was a set from Midsummer Murder, or I can't think of the bloody name. No, it's completely gone. Oh, there's a bunch of policemen in the 60s in the hills. Oh no, it's completely gone. Heartbeat, there we go. It looked like I was on a set from Heartbeat or Midsummer Murder. It's a combination of the two sometimes. But outside of that, you know, the pretty stuff, it was just constant rain, and it was a constant battle trying to get the balance between the screen and the helmet, you know, all that kind of stuff. It became very frustrating and tiring as well. And finally, once I got through all of that, desperately trying to make my way onto some dual carriageway or motorway or A roads, it was just this, what we're seeing right now. This is actually an improvement. It was awful on the M6. I felt quite vulnerable at times with all the you know, the spray and lack of visibility. But anyway, I'm feeling a lot better for getting off the bike for like 20 minutes. Putting an extra layer on to keep me warm, and having that coffee. Oh my goodness, that coffee was so good. On the warm front, I can't really complain. I think, again, I made reference to it earlier, but I don't know if you were with me or not. I'm very impressed with the jacket. This jacket's relatively new, or is new. I've gave my other jacket to Dad, so I've just picked up the Andes 3 jacket. I had the Andes 2 before, and that's what Dad has now. And it's just a really cost-effective jacket, and I always got on well with the Andes 2. So I thought, you know, go for what you know. And I think it's a lot of bang for buck, and I've been very impressed. I've got my Harley Henson base layers on, got a t-shirt over that. I've now got the Harley Henson body warmer, very thin body warmer on, just to keep my body temperature where it should be. And then of course I got the
thermal liner inside the jacket and the outer shell. So today has been a day that I have needed all of it, and not once to this point have I been cold nor wet. I've been a bit damp. I can feel it in my arms and my back. But when I took my jacket off at the surfaces back there, I was conscious that again everything underneath my jacket, i.e. the t-shirt, was dry, just cold, but not wet. So that's good. That's good to know. Considering how much rainfall I've ridden through today, I consider that a win. But today's been a test. It really has. Test of endurance and staying the course. And like I said at the services, you can only get damp, to a point. You can only get so wet before. You could only get so wet, and what I'm trying to get at is, you can't get any wetter, so it doesn't really matter anymore. And I've got to that point. That's what I was mulling over the coffee, and in a couple of hours I'm going to be home anyway. And if I went straight home, I'd be disappointed that I didn't do it. But what the hell else am I going to do today, So let's just suck it up, get on with it, get to that pub, take a picture, and then go home and get a scotch, warm up. Hoorah! It's just the morale thing, it dips down and you think, oh. But talking to you guys helps. Well, it helps me anyway. It makes me feel like I've got someone with me, That doesn't mean, I didn't mean that to sound soppy or stupid or anything, but with all these solo rides that I've done over the years, it really does help having someone to talk to. So a sincere thank you to everyone that watches these videos for that. I've just managed to open my visor and realised there's no rainfall. Holy moly, what a treat! Shouldn't have jinxed myself, hopefully it will hold. Oh, much better. See, it makes everything easier when it's not hammering down with rain. So thanks, big guy. Thanks for the break in the weather. I'm sure I'll be riding back through it when I go home. But for now, thank you. It's been a really, really good opportunity to get accustomed to big motorway miles on this tour. Just reflecting on it. I've done some big miles and I've loved it. And being able to go all the way up to Scotland on that first day and feel, fresh and good is a testament to this bike and these types of machines. And equally today, it wasn't my plan to ride 3.5 hours continuously. It just the way it shook out because the weather didn't stop. It didn't stop raining. I had nowhere to pull in. I was actually looking for places to fill up, with the exception of that petrol station and pulling in to just update the sat nav. I've been continuously riding, and I wasn't aware of it until my sat nav was telling me take a break, tiredness and all that kind of stuff. Now, ordinarily I wouldn't ride that long. It's not something I'm very. I'm not telling you this to make you to brag or anything. It's more a reflection of how comfortable the machine is and how easy it's made this journey. My original planning of this in my trusty notebook in there, I was going to go to Ponderosa because I believe this place is really, really close, but that's never going to happen. But where I'm going with this, I wonder how close this pub is to my old stomping grounds around the Ponderosa. So yeah, we'll see. It's all going to transpire. It's trying to rain again. Shocker! Shocker! Please hold off. Go easy on me. I'm telling you something for nothing right now. I'm going to order myself a big fat pizza for dinner this evening. I've already made my mind up on that. And I'm going to watch some stupid leave your brain at the door type of movie as well. And I'm looking forward to it. Alrighty. So we're heading towards Mold. So we've got another 7 miles on this. Oh, let's have a look at the mileage. Haven't even checked the mileage today. So we are on 595 miles. So we'll definitely bust the 600 mile mark. So that's nice. An average of 200 miles a day. That's a good average. Pleased about that. The Iron Ring Tour, if I remember right, it was around 450. But I'm quite pleased with myself to do this. Spontaneous, why not tour for the sake of it. I was so lucky and so happy being in Scotland on Friday and Saturday morning. It was so good. And the weather was incredible. You know, I just had a whale of a time just exploring those roads and taking in those views. I was so lucky, man. It was so good.